Morning, everybody. There's a ton of people in the waiting room, so we're going to give them a few minutes to let everybody in. We'll get going in a couple minutes. We got a lot to cover, so we will get started. I would say 2 minutes from now. Nicole, does that sound right?
All right, Justin, we are good to go.
Okay, great. Well, good morning. I'm Justin Lundy. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Lundy Inc. We are really excited today to announce Nora. You guys are the first MLS to get Nora. She will be scaling across the country. But what we're going to do today in the next hour, I'm going to go through a quick presentation as to like why I built it and what exactly Nora is. Then I'm going to show you that it's not hypothetical. It's going to sound very science fiction, but it works. I'm going to show it to you. And then I'm going to get you guys all access because MetroList has already provided all of you with your own account. And so we're going to spend a lot of time getting everybody here onboarded to their new AI assistant. So, with that said, I do have my CTO here. His name's Jim. He's going to be answering questions if anything technical comes up, and we will have a little time at the end to answer some questions as well. But that said, let's get going on the presentation. So, um, I used to be an agent, and for a number of years while selling homes, I didn't realize it because it was just the way it was, but I was juggling 15 to 20 tools, right? My MLS gave me a bunch of great tools. My broker gave me a bunch more, and I went out and ordered a bunch more, and it was like different logins, different tabs, different screens, different apps. I was running between my MLS, my CRM, my calendar, my email, my showings platform. I was literally the orchestrator between all of that. And it's a part of the job that nobody really talks about, but like for simple things or seemingly simple things like scheduling a showing over the weekend, I've got to log into my MLS. I've got to find the property. I've got to find the showing instructions. I've got to schedule it. I've got to map my route between all the houses. I've got to update my clients, and then I've got to keep the whole thing on time, right? Just me scheduling a showing, it's at least four different systems that I'm logging into manually and updating on my own, right? So, um, then AI came along, and we thought, well, surely this will fix it. But what we see now is that these CRM companies and transaction management companies, they're grasping onto AI, but they're building agents into their own systems. So now you've got like an AI CRM and you've got an AI transaction management platform, and it's like the problem still exists. None of them talk to each other. You are literally having to go to each AI agent now and tell it what to do. So that was what pushed us to finally build Nora. Nora integrates with all of those systems. She integrates with your MLS, your CRM, your email, your calendar, your maps, your all of the tools that you rely on to do a good job. Nora can now take over the administrative part of that, freeing you up to do what you do best, which is talking to your clients and getting deals done. Um, so with Nora integrated to all of these systems, what used to take you as a human logging into five different systems, right? Draft an offer from my buyer that just emailed me. That meant you had to check your email, you had to go into your CRM, pull some context or information out of there, go into the MLS, find the property data, go into SkySlope or Lone Wolf, create the transaction, go into forms, and write the offer. Now that becomes one sentence that you tell Nora. Go find that email from my buyers and draft an offer. And Nora goes into your email, she goes into your CRM, she looks up that property in the MLS, creates the file, and writes the offer. And the more systems that you integrate with Nora, so not just your email, not just your MLS, but everything that we've integrated with, the more powerful she becomes. The more that you can offload to her, the more context she has about each client, the more she can see where the transaction is, and the more helpful she's going to be overall. Okay. There are two ways to access Nora. Uh, there's the mobile, which for the agent on the go, which is all of you, right? You guys live in your cars. I used to write offers in my car. I used to eat my lunch in my car. Like I was always on the go. So the phone becomes uh, your access to Nora, but the app is simply for telling Nora what to do, right? That's all you really have space for here in the phone. You tell Nora to do something, she goes off and does it, and then lets you know it's done. The dashboard is more of like a cockpit. The dashboard, you can still tell Nora what to do, and she will go do it. But this is also where you can audit what has she been up to, what did she get done this week. It's also where you can connect the rest of your services. And connecting everything else is very simple. You simply turn on a toggle switch and you will go through an authorization process like you do when you're integrating anything else. You just put in your usual name and username and password, and now Nora is connected to that system. Um, this is very important, maybe one of the most important features that we gave Nora. We gave her her own memory. And what that means is the more you use her, the more custom she becomes to you. Right? After the first week of you telling her, hey, call me this, and make sure when you answer, you're concise. And if you're emailing my clients, make sure my clients know it's you. Like all of these rules that you can start to tell her, she will remember and internalize. And then you'll never have to tell her those things again. So Nora, when you hook her into your CRM, let's say it's Follow Up Boss, Nora knows how to use Follow Up Boss better than any agent has ever used Follow Up Boss. But she doesn't know how you use Follow Up Boss. And so it'll be your job as you get to use her and know her to be like, hey, you did that correctly, but this is how I do it. And then Nora will remember that and always do it that way moving forward. It's really cool. After the first week, she'll understand your preferences. After the first month, she'll understand your workflows. Hey, if a buyer emails asking for this, make sure this happens, and this happens. Nora will do that every time moving forward. So over time, no two Noras will be the same because your business is nothing like my business, right? They're very different. So um, memory is very important, and we'll go into how to train your Nora when you guys onboard here in a little bit. This is the final part of the slides, and this is also important. There is no subscription for Nora. Everything that we use is a subscription. I have subscription fatigue. I'm sure you hate it too. How many tools have you thought were really cool because they were exciting in the webinar, so you signed up and then they don't work or they don't work that well, or you forget to use it and you forget to unsubscribe, and now it's been 6 months and you're still paying for it. That's not how Nora works. You simply give Nora a retainer amount. There's a Nora wallet. You can throw $10 in there, you can throw $1,000 in there, it doesn't matter. That's your cash. At any time, you can pull it back out. But when you ask Nora to do things, she draws from that retainer, fractions of a penny here, a couple cents there, depending on the size of the task. So if you don't do deals in December because you'd rather do family time, Nora doesn't cost you anything. She's not some $50 a month, whether you use her or not. So this was really important to us. It also makes us build a really good product that you're going to use over and over. It also means as we continue to integrate with more and more parts of your business, every morning when you wake up, Nora is just better. You're going to wake up here in a couple weeks. You're going to get a notification from Nora, and it'll say, "Hey, Nora can add listings now." It's not going to say that'll be an extra 49.95 a month. It won't say that. It won't be that. It'll just be that your Nora is better, and that's our goal. So, with that said, I'm going to now show you my Nora in real life. So, this is the dashboard. This is my iPhone here. Let me connect that real quick. This is my Nora on my phone. Again, it's what we call ephemeral UI, and all that means is in the app, you only see what you need to see when you need to see it. There is no reason to have menus or navigation or anything because all Nora is here for is to listen to what you need and go and do it. So, as you can see down here in the app, the whole screen is a button. To talk to her, you just hold your thumb anywhere. While you're holding down, you tell her what to do, and then you let go and she goes and does it. Um, you can also, I do understand that there are settings where talking might not be appropriate. So you can also type to her. If you just tap on it, in fact, let me have her go do something. Email Shannon something funny about enchiladas. I don't think I spelled that right. She'll figure it out. So, the only thing that you will ever see in the app is confirmation screens, right? So she's showing me what she wrote and who it was to, and I could change it if I want to, but I trust her. And I can either cancel that or confirm it. These are hard-coded buttons. We don't want any misinterpretation. So you will always have that final command. I'll just say confirm. I didn't actually see what she wrote. Let me read it real quick.
Mr. Lundy, I sent Shannon the enchilada email.
Thanks. Uh, she wrote, let me see. She said, "Hi Shannon, Nora here. Enchiladas are basically tacos that committed to a long-term relationship with sauce." Kind of funny. Anyway, so that's how the app works. Now, the dashboard um, here is your cockpit. Again, still same Nora. I can type to her, I can talk to her and tell her what to do, and she'll go do it. But as you can see, there's a lot more going on. I've got this activities column, which I'll show you what that does. I've got this is where I'm going to connect all my services. So I'm connected to a bunch of stuff, but including SkySlope and Follow Up Boss and my Asana and my Slack. I'm connected to MetroList and I'm connected to Google. So she's got a good insight into what I've got going on. This is also where your billing will be. So you can come in at any time and add funds to your Nora wallet, and then your settings. And again, we're going to go through all this. I want to show you what happens when I use Nora to carry out a task in multiple different systems. So you saw she's connected to my email, my SkySlope account, and my Follow Up Boss account. So I've got SkySlope up here. I've got Follow Up Boss up here. I've got nothing going on in SkySlope. So I'm going to have Nora create a file for me. Go into my email and find my email from Shannon with the subject listing agreement and use the information in the attachment to create a SkySlope file and then update her notes in Follow Up Boss.
I'll find your email and update records.
Okay, so this is a good time to tell you about backgrounding and foregrounding. So this is a task that will take Nora a little bit of time, right? She has to go into my email, find an attachment, read it, go into SkySlope, create, a whole file for it, and then go update. So this isn't something she can do in a fraction of a second. So as you see here, she's moved that task over to this activity tab, and you see the pulsing, which means she's working on it. That's what we call backgrounding. It's not important to know that it's called backgrounding. I'm just telling you. However, once something's moved over here and she's working on it in the background, I can keep having her do other things. So I can just keep talking to her. I can say, "Hey, what's next on my calendar?"
I'll check your next calendar event. Mr. Lundy, your next calendar item is Frederick Hero's Zoom meeting at 10:30 a.m. today. It runs until 11:15 a.m. You also have a webinar on your calendar that started at 10 a.m. So if you're asking what's next after your current event, that's the next one.
Anyway, so she's still working on that. I can even come into the phone while she's working on that and have her do something else. Let's see. Hey, I'm standing in front of 1705 Pluto Way, and I'd like to show it. Can I get into this? And where's the lockbox?
Yes, Mr. Lundy. The home is vacant and the lockbox is at the front door. There is no hidden second lockbox location noted. The showing contact is Jamie Maberry at 916-208-6260.
Okay, so again, I've got her doing multiple things at once, and in the meantime, she has finished the task I gave her. So if we come to SkySlope, we should see um, that she did in fact create a new file for me. She also applied my seller template. This goes back to the memories. I told her a while ago, hey, if I ever have you create a seller file in SkySlope, always apply my seller template. Okay. And I don't ever have to tell her to do that again. She just did it. So that's why there's 6 forms in here. I can open this up. I can see, yep, that's my seller template. It's got the listing agreement and all the other things I need. And then if we come in here, we can see that she filled out the listing agreement based on the email that she looked at. She pulled all of this information from that attachment and filled it in. So let's do some edits. The list date here is last month on the 25th, and the list price is 1.195. I'd like to update that. So I just come tell her, hey, we're actually going to list that property today, and it'll expire in 6 months, and we're going to start it at $2 million.
I'll update your listing records.
So she's updating this. We can take a look at Follow Up Boss too and make sure she updated that. There it is. She pulled all that information for us. And let's refresh this and see how she did here. All right, so she updated our list date to today, expiring in 6 months, and updated the price to $2 million. So um, that is just an example of Nora working through multiple different systems at once. Again, that would have been me logging into at least 3 different systems, 4 if you include the MLS, and doing all that stuff manually, which she did in a matter of about a minute. Um, Okay, so what I'd like to do from here is get everybody on this webinar a link to their own Nora dashboard. MetroList has gone ahead and provided everybody here with $20 in Nora credit, which should last you quite a while. Um, Let me grab this link for you guys and put it in the chat. Is that right, Nicole? I put it in the chat. Q&A.
Justin, we'll get them sent out in just a second. If Jim has them, he can reply back in the chat.
What
Uh,
do you need, Justin? I was just answering other questions.
oh, no worries. I want to get everybody the link to Nora.
Oh, okay. Nora.lundynavigator.com.
Yeah, can you paste that in the chat, I guess?
I have the Q&A here. Let's see.
We'll get it sent out in just a moment. Just hang tight, everyone.
But yeah, nora.lundynavigator.com.
Okay, while you guys are waiting for that link, I'm going to log out of mine and create a new user so I can go through onboarding with you guys. Just let me know when everybody has the link. I guess I could share. Here, let me do this. Well, has the link been posted yet, guys?
It looks like Brian just posted it.
Yeah, and I just answered it on one of the answers.
Okay. Um, well, I hope everybody sees the link to their Nora dashboard. Um, I am going to create an account and walk through signing up a new account with you here. Let's see. Uh, Jim, how do I start a new account?
Oh,
Oh,
okay. So
sign up.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, Natalie doesn't have the link. Here, Natalie. Okay, nobody has the link.
It should be showing up in the answered questions, but for those who aren't seeing the link, we will follow up with you. And there's also going to be a link on your MLS dashboard for this. So just stay tuned and check out all the cool stuff Justin is showing us right now, and then we'll get that to you.
All right. So let me show you how to create a new account. So I'm going to give my email, Justin plus 2 at getlundy.io. Okay. Oh, let me confirm my email here. So it'll have you confirm. Um, you can watch the video when you're onboarding if you want. I'm going to skip that for now. Okay, so this is very important. Be sure to connect MetroList. Okay. Um, it's just your regular MetroList login. And by connecting that, that gives you the $20 in credit. So make sure that you do connect that. It also gives Nora the ability to search for properties, do what she did for me, which was look up showing instructions for that property or lockbox location, or get me in touch with the listing agent. It also gives you access to all of the Metro List rules, policies, regulations. So if you guys have, you're on the go and you've got a question about rules, you literally just ask Nora. hey, how many days do I have to get this in the MLS or whatever your question is, and she'll answer it. She'll answer it correctly. Um, you got to hook up your calendar and email. So you can Google or Microsoft. Again, it's just a simple authorization flow. And then you'll see your $20 balance now that you've hooked up to MetroList. You can add more if you want, but you don't have to. 20 bucks should last a while. And then let's see. You can hit skip for now, or you can add some money. And then you'll get this QR code. You can toggle between iOS or Android depending on which device you have. When you scan this, this is going to help you download the Nora app. For anybody that is following along right now with onboarding, scan it, download the app, put in the Lundy login that you just created, and that will already be connected to MetroList. And then when we go into the dashboard and hook up all your other accounts, the app will automatically update itself. Okay. And the important thing in the app, there will be 3 notifications right up front. You need to approve all of them. One is to make sure Nora can hear you. The other is to make sure you can hear Nora. And the third one is notifications. And it's very important that you turn notifications on. I understand we all hate notifications, but for Nora to let you know when she's finished some backgrounded work, you need to have those notifications on. So download this app real quick, log into it, and turn on the notifications, and then come back to the dashboard with me. There is an app onboarding. Nora herself will walk you through that, but do that later on your own so we can get through this onboarding here. So once you scan this, go continue to dashboard, and you are in. From here, again, you can type to Nora, you can tell her what to do. At this point, you just have MLS, which gives you search and rules, and you've got your email and calendar. For anybody that does use Follow Up Boss, SkySlope, Google Drive, Sheets, Docs, Slack, Asana, Trello, now's a good time to go ahead and log in. You just come in, you hit connect, and again, it's just going to walk you through a regular authorization flow. Oops, I just logged out of that. All right, I'm back. Anyways, I'll give everybody a minute to connect a couple apps or ask some questions in here. Does it seem like most people have this link and they're following along?
I can see the server lighting up. You guys are doing a good job.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, keep it up. Let me know if you have questions. So I really wanted to do this part with you guys. So, I can be patient. If there's a lot of you that still need the link, please find it here in the chat, click on it so that you can onboard with me. There's some critical things to do so that your Nora is working well right out of the gate. Again, make sure you log into MetroList. Make sure when you download the app, you log in that same login that you created in the beginning of the dashboard and turn on the notifications. And then once you get back here, again, I'll give you guys a couple more minutes, but I want to show you how to create your first Nora memory. And then I'm going to have all of you uh, that have onboarded to this point. I'm going to have you guys have Nora send your first email. I'm actually going to have you do it to me. I'll give you my email address here. Actually, I'll just type it in here on the screen so you guys can see it on mine. It's justin@getlundy.io. And I want you to give this email address to Nora and tell her to write me an email. Could be anything. But what I want you to do that for is so that you can see what it feels like. You can talk to her, you can type to her, you see the confirmation screen, and you can be as precise or vague as you want, and Nora will figure out what to say. Okay, so I'll leave that up there. Whoever wants, send me an email. Have Nora send it for you. And then when you after you do that, give Nora her first memory. What I want you guys to do, so if you've already gone into the app and turned on notifications, the only thing that's going to notify you besides Nora finishing work is your email address. Um, she at first will send you all of the emails that come in. You probably don't want that. If you're anything like me, you get a lot of people that are emailing you that aren't real, it's spam or it's on some mailing list. So for your first memory, come in and tell Nora, don't notify me about an email if it looks like spam. And then tell her, just say, remember that. Okay. Once you've done that, you can come into your settings and you're going to see memory, and you should see that memory in there. I'm getting a ton of emails. I don't know if this is a good idea. Uh, I'm just kidding. Keep them coming. This is awesome. So again, email me, Justin at Get Lundy. Have Nora write an email and send it to me. And be sure to give her that memory. Hey, if an email comes in and it looks like spam, don't notify me about it. Remember that. And Nora will update her memory.
She's already got the looks like spam by default, but yeah, if you want to be more specific about what you don't want, definitely do that.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to keep going on onboarding. I'm seeing a ton of emails come in. Um, thank you guys for participating. This is great. So let's go to your settings tab. Um, this is where you can set your name. So when you sign up with your email, you're on the app, your name will display as like your email. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it does not. So in here, you can just put your name in. You can also just tell Nora, hey, make sure you call me this, and she'll update your name for you. Um, the other thing you're going to want to do in here, this phone and SMS tab, if you toggle it on and you put your phone number in here, Nora will text you a code. You confirm that. Let's see. And then she will pop up her phone number right here. You're going to want to save her phone number in your phone as Nora. If you've got another Nora, save her as like Nora AI assistant or my assistant or something. Something that you're going to remember, because what adding her as a contact will do is that's another way. That okay, good. That's another way to talk to her. If you're in a situation where you can't open up the app and you can't hold your thumb down, but you need her to go do something, you can tell Siri or Google to text Nora. And then it'll say, what do you want to say to Nora? And you can say, go write me an offer for this property. And that will text Nora and she will do it and then text you back, letting you know when it's finished. So adding your phone allows you to text Nora. It's just another way you can tell her what to do. All right. Um, just under the phone number, there's this report a bug. This you can do by coming in here and reporting it, or you can tell Nora to report a bug. She will self-report. Um, so you could literally say, hey, you did that wrong. Report this as a bug. Or if you notice anything weird, just say, Nora, report this as a bug. And she will alert our team instantly, and we'll get to work figuring out what happened and fix it. Okay? Again, you are the first people to have Nora. This is the first day. You may find a bug. Don't give up on Nora. Just tell us about the bug. We made it literally as easy as possible. Just say, Nora, report this as a bug, and now we know about it. Okay? Man, this chat is blowing up. Let me just make sure everybody's doing okay. Some folks are having problems hooking up MetroList. Is that what I'm understanding? Okay. And then there's others that have, um, okay, there's some people having issues hooking up MetroList. Um, Jen, we'll get back to you guys on that. Those of you having issues logging into MetroList, it is your usual um, username and password. And then, um, yeah, so Jim will respond. I got to stop looking at these comments. Uh, okay, again, back to reporting bugs. Just tell Nora to report it. Last thing, we're going to go into our um, in our billing, which is always here. This is where you can add funds. Again, you can add 20 bucks, you can add, looks like 500 bucks. It doesn't matter. That cash is your cash. This is just a wallet. And Nora will then draw from that retainer. You can auto replenish. So if it gets down to, you pick, if it gets down to $5, Nora will take herself back up to, 50 bucks in the wallet or whatever you put in there. And that will ensure that her workflows don't get interrupted. Um, you can also see your past payments. Any usage will be right down here as well. Um, and that's essentially Nora. Let me just see in the comments, see how everybody's doing. Hey, Jim, there's a question about adding money via Venmo. Did we add that? I don't think we did. I think it's credit. Let's see. Let me just see. Oops. I think it's just credit or debit. Okay, moving on. So there's two more things I want to cover, and then we'll open up to simply Q&A. Um, there is a ton of stuff that Nora can do that I don't really have time to cover today. A lot of it has to do with her memory. Her memory allows you guys to set up really advanced workflows. If I tell Nora, hey, anytime a buyer emails me and wants to see a property, go look that property up in the MLS, go look at my calendar, see if I'm available, uh, go look in my forms and see if that buyer already has a buyer representation signed. If they don't, fill one out with their name on it and then notify me. That's one example of something Nora can do today if you guys know how to give her those memories. We want to teach you how to do that. If anybody is interested in really going deep on Nora and really connecting her to all of these systems and different workflows, or if, as some of you are having issues logging into certain things, um, these are going to be available over the next couple of weeks. MetroList will host more trainings, but These are power user sessions here in these QR codes. This is for people that really want to go deep and unlock like the really powerful things that we've built into Nora. Um, the other thing is we are improving Nora every day. We have a number of integrations that you won't see yet. I've seen some of you ask for them already. DocuSign, Lone Wolf, Zip Forms, Car Forms, Google Maps, like things that you use and you need Nora to integrate with. We are integrating with everything. And so, again, having notifications on in the app, Nora will let you know when new connections are available. And our goal over time is to connect with everything. We want Nora to be the only app you guys log into so that you're no longer juggling all of those other systems and you guys free up your time instead of running between things. Um, the last thing I want to talk about is helping us get exposure. So we've created these really pretty social tiles, Instagram and LinkedIn. Um, We've made it really easy. I'm going to share a Google Drive link with you guys to be able to get access to these assets. If you post one on Instagram or LinkedIn and you tag us, um, we would appreciate it so much that any amount of money that you put in your Nora wallet this week, this goes till Friday, we're going to double it up to an amount. Up to 250. So if you guys, again, if you will post one of these tiles for us, letting everybody in your network know about Nora, we made it very easy. Um, we're giving you all three of these tiles. You can pick one of them. We also gave you the captions to copy and paste, um, and the instructions here. And they look sharp. So again, if you guys post one of these and tag us, it would mean a lot to us. And we will double any deposit that you put in your Nora wallet up to $250. So you put 250 in, we'll make it 500. Which based on our research should last well over 6 months of really, uh, I would say really heavy agent usage. Um, I see a question. What are the tags? Everything's here in this Google Drive, including our tags and the instructions on tagging us. You'll find these social tiles, the tags. I also put in there, in case you guys missed, these QR codes to our power sessions. So those will be in that Google Drive, as well as these posts. And we had such a problem getting you guys the link to Nora. I'm wondering how we're going to do this. Any suggestions on getting everybody this Google Drive link?
Somebody asked a question in the Q&A and we posted there.
Let's see. I need
Oh,
Google
sorry,
Drive.
I'm so bad at Zoom. I should know how to do that.
Okay, oh, Jim, the problem is they can't see everybody else's questions and answers.
Oh, really? There's
Yeah.
this send privately thing, so I thought if I didn't check that, that's like going publicly, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's correct. You're right, Jim.
Oh, he is. Okay. So, did everybody see that Google Drive link? Let me send it to, no. Okay. Let me do this. Oops. I'm going to be pasting the Google Drive link into the chat for anybody that doesn't see it. All right. I'm just going to respond with the link. Send. Yes. Yes, I saw it. That's not a question. Cool. Okay. So again, just for those instructions, anybody that will post this and tag us on LinkedIn or Instagram, we will double any deposit you put in. This is good till Friday. And if you want to attend this power user session and really dial Nora in, we have three of them. We are capping each one at 25 because we want it to be intimate and get everybody's Nora's plugged in and dialed. So if these fill up, we will do more. But please, so again, that's in the drive. The instructions on tagging us is in there, and the uh, really pretty posts. I hope to see this all over LinkedIn and Instagram. Um, okay. Well, the rest of the time is for Q&A. So I can jump into here, and I think I will, as people are asking, I will read them out loud just in case everybody else has those questions, and I will answer them out loud. Oh, QR codes. Yep. Let's see. Here are the QR codes. Questions from the chat. What is the difference advantage to Nora over Claude? Well, it's a great question. Claude is great. It's actually how I built this whole slide deck. But Claude does not integrate into your MLS and or the industry specific tools that we use. A lot of these tools are closed and don't have open APIs, so Claude is not actually able to integrate with them. We just have relationships with those business owners within our industry. Um, we are building something that is specific to real estate and not so general, I would say is the main difference. Okay, question. Do you have any time frame on connecting other main platforms to use with MetroList? DocuSign, Zipform, etc. Not a hard timeline. DocuSign, I would say within the next couple weeks. Zip forms will be a little longer, but we are talking to Lone Wolf about that. Um, if you don't use all the money in your wallet, can you get it refunded? Yes, the wallet is your cash. So at any time you can pull that out. That's not our money. That's your money sitting in a wallet that just gives Nora access to that retainer. Can Nora, oh shoot, where did that go? Can Nora create a mailing list out of contacts on Avery products? I don't know what that is. Sorry. If you can, Jim, give
So
me a sense.
I
Like
think
the,
asking Justin about Avery labels, when you print mailing labels for marketing reasons,
Hmm.
he's just asking
Oh,
if I can do that.
I think I would need to just see that product and kind of understand the workflows. If it's a, I mean, Jim, can you jump in on that?
sure, sorry. Say it one more time and I'll answer it.
Create a mailing list. Nicole, can you say that again? Or who was that was helping us there?
Yeah, so the direct question is from Gregory, and he's asking, can Nora create mailing lists out of contacts on Avery products?
So, and this would be like a mail merge product.
Similar.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say that it's going to be a little difficult to do that as it stands now, simply because like we don't have the specific Avery product integration. I think what we do plan to do soon is to make it possible to pull down like CSVs or Excel sheets and stuff like that, and then import them. So I think that would be there's two possible ways, but neither of them are quite here yet. So what I would suggest is if you have anything like that, email support@getlundy.io and just say, hey, let me know as soon as we can export CSVs. Let me know as soon as this Avery product is integrated, and we'll definitely let you know. We spent a lot of time setting things up so that we can add that type of integration very quickly. So you will definitely start to see things coming back like, yes, this has been added. Yes, now you can do this.
Awesome. Thank you. Justin, Liz Hunter has a question regarding how private all of the data is on Nora,
Mhm.
especially if she's linking it to her bank accounts, etc.
Got it. That's a Jim
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, so Nora does not store that private information. So, for example, if you connect your credit card, that goes to Stripe, and Stripe is a big industry standard, decades old platform. We follow the right security practices, which is we don't store things. We have a token that allows us to access things for the purpose that we need it. So, for example, you know, when you connected your email and calendar, you notice that you entered your username and password, but that wasn't to Lendy, that was to Google or to Microsoft. And so we never store any of that sensitive data ourselves. We only use this thing called OAuth to get a token to allow us to use it. So it follows industry standard security practices, and definitely your bank information is not sitting around on our servers for somebody to find.
Awesome. Great answer. Thank you.
I saw another. Can a person do a broker price? Uh, I don't think I understand. Open on Luigi? If you can elaborate on that, I can try to answer that.
Yeah, here's another good one, Justin. Deanna wants to know, can how many emails can they manage with Nora? Is it just one or can there be multiple?
We Jim, we pushed up multiple emails, right?
It's only for us. Like I laughed,
Okay.
but that's something where we thought it would be too confusing for people at first. I really wanted it because I kept wanting it for both my personal and my work and all the soccer games and stuff like that. So we made it just for me, but now we have to release it publicly. And basically, it's just a matter of putting something in the customer dashboard that allows people to activate it. So not now, but within a few weeks, we can have that multiple account capability out there.
S- So yeah, so for now it's just the one.
Yeah, just
And
one
then
account at a
yeah,
time.
sounds like in a few weeks we'll push. And what is there a maximum, Jim?
There's no hard maximum. I'm just using it with, well, actually, I use it with three right now. But no, there's not going to be any particular maximum. The thing that happens is you have a default one, like your normal one that you're normally working with. And then if you want to use the other one, like for example, my default is my work one. And if I want to say, I have to say check my personal calendar if I want it to hit the personal. I haven't tried it with like 10 or anything, but it should work with two or three easily.
Cool. Anybody see any other good questions?
I'm looking through here for you.
Natalie, I see that you only have $10 in yours instead of 20. Um, there will be 20, so there's 10 to start, and then when you log into MetroList, the other 10 is applied. So it should be 20 if you're successfully logged into MetroList. If not, email me and we'll get it figured out. Nelson, his question is how is Nora drafting offers or listing agreements if she's not connected to zip forms? She's doing it through SkySlope. So anybody that has a SkySlope account or whose broker has a SkySlope account, that's what you would log into in the connected services, and then Nora can fill out those forms for you.
All right, so I just got some feedback, Justin and Jim, that the power user sessions look to be full for registration, which is awesome. So it means that people are
Wow.
interested in them. So to answer that question, the part two is, will there be any additional trainings? Justin, I'll let you guys take the first question part of the question, but as far as additional trainings, MetroList training team will also be supporting and training on Nora as well. So
Yeah. So, I mean, geez, if those filled up, we will 100% um, do more. So we have a list of everybody that's here attending. When we set up these additional power user sessions, we will email everybody links to those. We'll try to set up a bunch more so that you guys can make sure to get into one of these sessions. That's that's awesome.
Yeah, super cool. There are a few other questions. Some of them are technically related, just based with the onboarding that we did live here today. So we will get back to you with those questions. We've got a nice log of all of them. So if we haven't answered your question, just know that we will get your question answered. And then anything else you want to do before we wrap up here today, Justin? This is so awesome. We appreciate your time.
Shoot, I don't know. Well, thank you guys. We've worked really hard on this. And as an agent, I as a technology builder now, all I do is try to solve the problems that I hated most. And Nora is a huge step. Like the technology's finally here where we can have this assistant that, you know, it- moving forward, we just tell it what to do and it's able to go and handle all that kind of monotonous administrative stuff that's really important, but it's not the best use of our time as realtors. So I really appreciate you guys being here and giving this a shot. We get back to you quickly if you find things that you wished it would do. Or again, I see this huge list of integrations you guys want. Keep those coming. We will build those. Okay. We want Nora to be the only thing you log in into. Um, but yeah, other than that, thank you. And as long as everybody's got this link to the drive, I can email that to everybody as well. And please, again, post and tag us. That would really help us a lot.
I
That's it
just
for
wanted to say that I've been answering questions as fast as I could, but if I didn't get to it, I really apologize. I would stay on, but I have to jump off and go take my son somewhere. But if you would email support@getlundy.io with those questions, and hopefully we can sweep them up from here as well. I really look forward to like it's not going to go to some separate customer support department. I'll see it and I'll look at it, and I really look forward to working with you to make this work for you because. It's really good. I like it, but we know it's new and it has many, many things that it need improvement, and we really look forward to working with you to make it better.
all right.
Awesome. Thank you all. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Jim. We appreciate your time and hope you guys are excited to explore Nora some more. We'll see you at the next webinar. Take care, all.